Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and this is B.fleye Beauty, and Happy New Year. This is January 1st, 2021, and I wanted to go through some of my goals for the year in my regular life, in my YouTube life, and I don't know if you guys listen to the Happier podcast, but I wanted to go over my 20 for 20 and what I did well on that, like what I actually accomplished, and what my 21 for 21 is. So I wanted to start with just the Happier podcast in general. If you do not listen to it, I highly recommend. I've talked about this in like my favorite podcasts. I think I did one of those. They do this thing that they've started more recently where you pick, so like 21 for 21 is you pick 21 things for the year 2021. And on that list, it can be fun things. It's not necessarily like, I need to lose weight, I'm gonna lose 30 pounds, and those kind of things, right? It's new habits you might wanna start. It's new fun things you might want to do. So you're making this list that just kind of inspires you more so than like typical New Year goals. So I wanted to go over my list from last year and tell you how I did. I like that from their podcast. They go over the year and see what they did well and what they maybe didn't accomplish and maybe want to continue to accomplish. Okay, so this is my 20 for 20. Let's see how I did. Number one, make a will. That was the most important one for me, so I made it number one, and I didn't get it done. So it is being rolled over for 21 for 21. Walk 20 minutes extra a day, which I did. So in 2019, I did really terrible with like walking and activity, and I think like my average steps were like 5,000-ish a day. I think this last month, or this past month, December, really took my average down for this year, but it was around 9,000 steps. So I definitely increased my walking daily, which was awesome. That was actually one of the goals for the Happier podcast, was everybody to walk an extra 20 minutes a day. So I did that, so that's really good. Work on my camera settings for YouTube videos. My cousin helped me with that. Check. Read a new book series. I almost finished it. I'm basically almost done with the second book. So I have a third book to do, but it did get me reading again. So I'm going to give that a check because it's not a hardcore rule. You know what I mean? You got to be a little bit easy on yourself. Travel out of the country. That was a no, thanks COVID. But I do have a lot of miles now. So maybe next year. Clean out the pics, videos on my phone. I did that as soon as we went into lockdown. That's one of the things I did. I think I got rid of like 7,000 pictures, but alas, through that time I have gained the same back. So I think I need to do that again, but it's probably not on my new list. Explore new, different career options. So I definitely did that. I have some really amazing friends that sat with me and gave me some direction, and they're all really great in their field, and they just gave me really good ideas for my resume and where to look for things and how to update like all the different websites. Anyway, so it was very uplifting and gives me a really good outlook for the future. Nothing set in stone, but I did get it rolling, so I'm giving that a check. Restart daily devotionals. I started. I'm not giving myself a check. I did not do that one well. Go to the beach. I did that one. As soon as summer school was over, I went to the beach by myself for 2 days and had a very lovely time. Just the one here in Texas. Have regular monthly dates with Bethany. So I did see my sister a lot more this year. I don't know if it was monthly, so I don't know if it was exactly on the money there, but I definitely saw her more, partly because she has moved closer to me. So selfishly, it was easier for me. At least one walk and talk with Tracy a month. We did get some walk and talks, but again, it was really weird with COVID, being able to get together. So we did have those. I wouldn't say that they were monthly. Have a fun photo shoot with Charlene. That did not happen. COVID. Unsubscribe from email lists. I started doing this. I went with this unenroll. I don't remember what the name of the website was, but it's supposed to help you unsubscribe from emails or from email lists. And I think it did an okay job, but now I've just started to delete the unroll or unenroll emails, and so I don't know that I did the best. I tried. They were good effort. Good effort on that. Pay off my credit card. That did not happen. Lots of reasons. Got really close though. I did get really close. Love without expectations. Tit for tat. I'm having a hard time with this still. Not that like I expect someone to give me something back, but I feel like I owe others when they do something for me. I feel like I need to reciprocate. So it's not the other way around. So I'm still working on that. I think it was a good effort. Say thank you when I get a compliment. I think I did really well with that. That's just something that's very hard for me. I like to say like, oh, no, that's not, you know, I like to like defend, not even defend, like I don't know what to, I just don't take compliments well. So that's the point. And I think I did really well with that. Start back with weights twice a week. I've done that. It's not been hardcore, but I've definitely done consistent 2 a week, I would say 90% of the year. Tell myself something nice daily. I did terrible at that. I'm just not even going to talk about that. Find positivity at work. Oh God. I was terrible at that. Take steps to beautify my backyard. We did that. So we've done some rocks situation. We got a new lawnmower. We set up a little fire pit. So that is really great, especially since we're moving. So I've been really excited about that. So I would say I got like a B-, C+. And again, this is not about being really strict with yourself. It's more about an inspiration, something to kind of give you mojo back, or to get something back that you used to really love to do, or to create new habits. So, okay, so I'm pretty sure I'm keeping these, but you know, I will update you. This is just my gut feeling, my 21 for 21. Again, this is not a strict, you are a bad person if you don't complete these. It's just an inspiration board basically. So number 1 is make a will. I rolled that over. It is something very, very important to me, and I feel like when my mom passed away, it really opened my eyes about how things go, and I need to really make that happen this year. Try new recipes or new Austin restaurants weekly. We've just gotten into a rut, and we watched a lot of the Great British Bake Off. So we did get inspired for some new sweets, but I want to be inspired for some new healthy recipes, trying some new places in Austin when we are able. Use my backyard in the decent weather hammock as much as possible before the move. Okay, so we're moving to a new home. I'm very excited about that. In about 6 or 7 months, my backyard here in my current home is a sanctuary. It's beautiful. It's not the best backyard, but there's just a lot of amazing things about it, and I have not taken advantage of it. And when I move away, I'm going to be very sad. So one of my goals is to take advantage of my backyard in the next 6 months. And I think that's going to be an easy one. Hit 10,000 steps a day. So like I was saying, this year my steps were about an average of 9,000. So going up to 10 is going to be a breeze. Visit Kelsey more often. Again, selfishly, she has moved closer to me, which makes it easier. So I'm hoping to go maybe once a quarter. So maybe go down there like 4 times this year, is using my airline miles. We've done Corpus, we've done another beach in Texas. We haven't really been out of Texas this year. We're not really supposed to. So hopefully, if everything goes well this year, we will be able to use our miles and go on a trip, whether that's in the US or outside of the US, and just explore something new. So I'm very excited about that. Really hoping and praying that that is allowed at some point. Speaking of that, again, is I will be getting the COVID vaccine, so I'm very excited to do that. Monthly friend walk and talk. So this is from last year. I think I want to keep it on my list because I think it really helps a lot to talk with the friends on a regular basis. And so depending on what COVID allows, I will either be doing that in person or maybe having a phone call while I walk. I found that, you know, you get so many more steps in on a walk when you're just not paying attention to that. So whether that's with Tracy or another friend, at least getting that in once a month, that really, really helps me, kind of inspires me, gets me back on track emotionally and mentally. And then, you know, you're getting that healthy walk in. So hopefully we can keep that up. Monthly sister date. That's another one from last year. my sister's out of town right now, but hopefully when she comes back in, we'll be able to continue that. I feel like it's very important to keep the family bond going and make that effort now that my mom is gone, and my dad does not live here, and my stepdad and we do not have a relationship anymore. So I think it's really important to make that effort with your family, and that's family and friends are kind of the base of this list this year. I want to get business cards, stickers, tags for my vintage store that I started. I am so pumped about that. I started that just a couple months ago, and it's something I've loved forever. And now I'm just going to try to make money off of it. So I want to get some business logistics taken care of for that. I am going to need a new used car, new to me, new for me. I'll just put that. Let's just leave it at that. I put drink effing water. I'm so bad at it. I do carry my cup around because I feel naked without it. So that is a step forward. Answer calls from family and close friends. I hate talking on the phone for the most part. So I tend to, if I miss a call, that's one thing. But sometimes I am available and I am terrified of answering the phone. But you never know how long that person's going to be around. So my goal is to actually answer the phone if I am able. And that's also going to give me less to do, right? Because now I don't have to worry about calling that person back. I can just answer it and take care of it. And usually it's a good thing. So I don't know why I'm so nervous about it. Continue to make donations monthly to important causes. I started this a few months ago. I will still continue to tithe, of course. And then I'm setting aside some money to donate monthly. I feel really excited about that, actually. And like I said, I've started it and I just want to continue that. Do a bike ride every week. I did start this last year. Freddie lovingly has gotten me a bike. Well, it's his, and he's made it, adjusted it for me. So I've really loved that, and I think I just need to get back to doing that once a week minimum. Really easy to do, and hopefully with the new house it'll be even easier, because right now the way our backyard is set up, it's like hell trying to just get a bike out. So it's, the Happier Podcast talks about this. You want to make something easily available if it's a habit you want to do. So for me, it's probably not going to be easily available until we get into the new house. So it's going to have to be more of an effort on my part. It's kind of like putting your tennis shoes by your bed, right? If you want to go for a walk in the morning. So putting it right there, making it easy, things accessible. The bike is not accessible, but I'm going to need to make that happen anyway. Stretch every day. Again, we started this a few months ago. I set an alarm. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. I need to keep doing it when that alarm goes off if I haven't already. Keep a prayer list. So I have a planner this year, and I'm really excited about it. So the planner is less about, oh, I'm going to the movies with this person on Friday, and more about, consistency. Am I drinking my water? Am I doing my prayers that day that I've told people I will pray for them? Have I taken my 10,000 steps? So it's more of a habit tracker for me. I can put fun stickers on it. Woo. Send thank you cards, stickers to Micah donators. So last year, like a couple weeks ago, Micah June had surgery for some cancer mass in her bladder, and I had like the most outpouring of love and donations for that, and I wanted to get stickers made of her face and just send out thank you cards, just be appreciative and show people. I don't think I can really show people how much it meant to me, but just a little trinket will be lovely, I think, to follow through on. Working on letting go of others' opinions. It's the worst. It's the hardest. I hate it, but I'm going to work on that. Learn more about YouTube. So I worked this past year on learning my camera a little bit more, and now I want to do a deeper dive into YouTube and how I can do better on my channel. And then lastly, continue to work on communication attitude with Freddie. I think we just completed a year of living together, and we just had our 2-year anniversary, and I think we did really well considering how hard it is to probably live with me when I've lived alone for so long. But my therapist has helped a lot, and I think he has worked really hard and I have worked really hard because we were such opposite people to communicate better. So I am hoping that we can continue that, because it's, we've only gotten better. So that's my 21 for 21. This past year, we all know, has been a crap show. Trying not to say as many bad words. That is not on my list, by the way. This is just for the tube. I have to say it's, we all had a really hard year. My mom passed away in 2019, right at the end of 2019. So going into 2020 was very hard to start because that was, number one, lost my mom. Number two, it was the hardest school year I've ever had. Freddie moved in, then Freddie got hit by a car, then COVID hit. I taught summer school. We both kept our jobs. Lots of positive things happened. We bought our first home together. Like I said, then that will be ready in about 6 or 7 months. So it's not like good things didn't happen, but I feel like the end of 2019, beginning of 2020 was so bad that it just kind of continued emotionally for me. My friend Desiree got me to do a week of Beachbody, and that kind of got me more excited to do more pumped up workouts, and Freddie's excited too. So I'm hoping that in 2021 I can be more consistent with everything that I tried in 2020. So I did start these new 2020 things, but with all the emotional stress, it made it hard to keep those things up. Hard for workouts, activity, creativity. And so I just want to be consistent with all of those things. Consistent with communication with Freddie, consistent with seeing family and friends, however that is, with COVID, consistent with walking and praying and drinking my water, and just not necessarily like lose 50 pounds, even though of course, we always have a number, but just more of consistently healthy attitude, mentality, physicality, being more thankful for what I have. It's hard when those things come up that really push you down. So that's why that's my goal, is we don't know what 2021 is going to be like. We don't know if it's going to be the same as 2020 or not. I hope not. But if it is, right, what am I going to do differently than what I did in 2020? Not to say that I have to be like positive Polly all the time, but if that stays the same, what am I going to do differently to make sure that 2021 doesn't suck mentally for me, emotionally? So continue to see my therapist, continue to look at other job opportunities. How can I build up my side businesses, my vintage store, my beauty business? I just want to stay consistent in doing all those little things that help me get to the happiness that I am looking for, right? The success I am looking for, the life that I am looking for. And I'm not talking about like making millions and having a mansion and blah, blah, blah. But like, for me, being successful is, not worrying about money as much, or having a place that I feel really good in, and having a body that I feel good in, having a relationship I feel good in. So things that will take me to those places. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think after all this chat, my word of the year is probably going to be consistency. I have not finalized that word. When I was thinking about my word of the year, I really got excited about this word that just meant so much to me, and then I realized it was my last year word, which is release. And I don't want to do the same word. So I'm just going to be consistent this year. And if that word changes, I will let you know. Danielle Laporte has this book, and it's not about New Year's resolutions, but it's about how you want to feel in the new year. And so I did write down how I want to feel. I want to feel light, I want to feel worthy, and I want to feel secure. All of that under the umbrella of consistency. So those are my goals for 2021. Maybe I'll do another more in detail one about YouTube or Instagram. All of those things have been kind of hard, but I enjoy doing them, so I'm going to continue doing them. Anyways, let me know if you have any goals, resolutions, words of the year. If you do, the Happier Podcast 20 for 20, 21 for 21, tell me down below, and I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Bye.